For admission, I don't want it.
Nah, yes, your lordship. Lordship, my fare was the last order. 31/5/2024, your lordship.
You are appearing for whom?
No, I'm appearing on behalf of TJM Hunter, your lordship. TJM Hunter. He's in Lex in court number 1, your lordship.
Which matter you are looking to?
MLMP.
But this file is MLMP.
This is registered general.
Yes.
Yes, lordship. Lordship, my fare was the last order, your lordship. 31/5/2024, your lordship.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, lordship. Accordingly, lordship, the registry have some direction have an issue, your lordship.
That's right. So what do you have to say?
Your lordship. Your lordship said taken up, lordship, suo motu matters, your lordship.
Acha, you take your, you don't have anything to say.
Lordship.
Say that. Why are
Lordship.
you unnecessarily faking? You don't have anything to say.
Yeah.
Who is representing the registry? Where is the report of the Registrar General? Where is Mr. Monta?
Yes, your lordship, court number 1, your lordship. There is also taken number 1, your lordship. That's why he is in there.
You call him, we'll take it up after the next item.
Yeah, lord.
On the next item.
For orders, I can do.
My lord, the up-to-date status action taken report, the affidavit we have filed today.
Lordship, we have filed it today.
Uh,
So we will proceed.
Otherwise, one of the in respect of the infrastructure, there are status report is there.
So 29 districts have responded.
Fine.
Others have not.
31, my lord.
This letter says 29 districts.
না, এটা তো 29 districts. এতে 31 আছে। এখন কি রাখবেন অফিস করতে রাখবেন? এটা মানুষ ফোন দিয়া আগদিনে রাতে রাতে পর্যন্ত 8টা বাজে সব পুলিশ স্পিডে এর পড়া যায় সকলে।
I said 30. Then they cancel this.
So how many are left, Mr. Majumdar?
My lord, in this forwarding letter, they have mentioned 29 districts.
Hmm.
One district. Details. 25 তারপরে দিব এটি আরো 31 হ্যাঁ ওকে টোটাল 29
So you are filing the report today.
yes
When was it prepared?
yesterday man we received
Okay.
yesterday
Let us look into some of the entries in the report.
yes
This is a copy of the report, is that?
man
Let us see. First entry is Sonitpur.
yes
Kindly read it.
man
Present status.
first one is my Sonitpur.
Yes.
Work under progress, construction of judicial officers quarter at Kalibari, Tejpur. As reported by DC Sonitpur, the Registrar General of Guwahati High Court has approved the estimate and forwarded the same to LR and secretary to the Government of Assam Judicial Department by letter dated 8/4/2024 for according administrative approval.
Mhm. So
Next.
what has happened after that?
After that.
8/4/24 is quite a few
Yes,
months back.
Yes, yes, man. April, March, April, April.
Registry has approved. Then now what?
Mainly.
Who is sitting over the file?
Judicially, LR and judicial. LR and judicial.
Mr. Majumdar, have you read the report?
Well, I have not, even I have got this morning.
But then this
Reports
kind of
came,
report is no
well,
use.
reports came yesterday, so Lord will kindly see the forwarding, one is of 29th, one is of 30th. And affidavit was prepared yesterday, today, this morning they have filed. Or.
That's correct, but this kind of report we don't want. What happened in 2000?
After
24.
April 2020.
Now that has been brought on record and let us see the next one.
Darang, as reported by DC Darang, a public toilet was constructed 2 years back and handed over to the Judicial Department. The toilet is functional but not in a hygienic condition due to improper use by the public. A standard design and plan for construction of clean and hygienic toilet incorporating toilet for male, female, transgender, disabled person in the court complexes across the district judiciary in Assam has been prepared and approved by the chief engineer. Next is Tamulpur. As reported by DC Tamulpur, there is no code infrastructure in Tamulpur district. South Salmara total 3 acre 2 gatha land was handed over to the chief administrative officer, district and session judges office at Singmari on 1/3/2024 by possession certificate number so and so. Total 2 biga land was allotted to the district judiciary, which was parked by the SDLSC, and advanced possession was handed over for the rest of 1 biga 2 gatha 10 less of land subject to approval of SDLSC. Charaido, construction of clean.
Yeah,
and
let us come to serial number 8, Jorhat.
Eight.
What has happened in Jorhat? Let us see.
DC Jorhat has furnished the up-to-date status of works for development of infrastructure for judicial and court building, which is enclosed as annexure 1.
Where is annexure 1? Let us see.
Annexure 1 4 No, it will annexure 1 then just do. What is this?
Mr. Majumdar, this is not working.
My lord, I've seen
Therefore, our option is to call the
Some-
officers to
a
be
little
present.
more is to
personally.
be, yes.
Give us the names who should be asked to be present personally.
So far as this report of the DC is concerned, it is there in the affidavit. Then once the affidavit is before lordship can see that, my lord.
But rest of it, who wants all these things?
If only why.
Nothing has happened actually. These are all, this kind of response will not work in this court.
PC. Oh, that is.
Then what option will we have? We have to ask all the officers to be present. What do you have to say?
My lord, my submission will be, I have understood, my lord. Lordship may pass an order directing the secretary of the department to furnish the up-to-date report, not the report, status report. Because as your lordship is saying, even I am seeing, my lord, on 8th of April, if 2024, if the approval was given, after that, what has happened, there is nothing.
No, what
Even I-
direction is there? The one court order is enough. Furnish a report. Up-to-date report, very up-to-date report, then report which is latest and up-to-date. You mean the courts will pass orders like this? You give us the names of the officers.
I understand.
We'll ask them to be present.
No.
This is very casual approach.
No, I understand, my lord. Lordship will give one opportunity so that I can tell them that we want up-to-date report, what is the present status, not the status.
We don't want to know what is the status.
My
We
lord.
want to know why the building has not been completed.
Progress.
Why it has not been, why the work has not started. That is the information we want. You have to give us that.
If there is any stalemate, whether there is
What
any
stalemate?
Yes.
Funds are coming from central government. These projects are taking years to even kick off. We'll call the chief engineer PWD Assam buildings and
My submission, is what I want is calling, your lordship can always call my, ultimately what we want is a exact status report from the ground. Lordship may pass a specific order that from the ground, what is the present status of the
So, Mr. Madhu,
progress.
I understood what you're saying, but how much more specific? Just have a look at the order.
Yes, my last order.
Look at the order of
That's it.
11-9.
It will be 11-9.
How much more specific? These are court orders.
Let us see the last order. Last order to put.
There was a report. That report was taken note of. We want the status of judicial infrastructure in Assam. Tell us what is the status? You are giving the status of approval, what is there in the file. That was not the order of the court. Mr. Majumdar,
Madam,
please read the last order,
Yes, yes.
11-9-2024. See the paragraph on the second page, which begins with your,
yes. On instruction that information as called for by this court pertaining to the status of judicial infrastructure in Assam has been received from as many as 13 districts, but the remaining 22 districts are yet to be respond. Further submit that in terms of the order passed by the court on 2/8/24, a standard design and plan for construction of public laboratories for all the court complex have been prepared under the supervision of Chief Engineer PWD Assam, and the same is now required to be approved for implementation with minor modifications wherever called for. Submitting that both the process as mentioned above would require another 6 weeks time. Is paid for posting this matter again after 6 weeks so as to enable him to file a consolidated report indicating the status of judicial infrastructure ongoing projects in all the districts of Assam. Now, let us
so
go to
where
the
is
directions.
this, where is the response to this paragraph?
Well, I will just submit before Lordship. Lordship may pass an order that these reports which have been submitted doesn't show the exact present status. It may be furnished within
That's what we are saying.
Minor.
The officers come personally.
as a Lordship did.
What else do we do? The court orders are not being complied
Yes,
with.
yes. I'll leave it to your Lordship, my Lordship. I'll leave it to your Lordship. I find that even after April, what is the present position is not there. After 8th of April. That is not what your Lordship was earlier called.
In September, 90% is only, it will be open in September. He can achieve.
I would. Well, I'm not here to protect the officers if someone has done some
No,
mischief.
no, it's not a question of why should you protect someone?
Yes.
It's not that. The question is, we find that the
If-
orders of
if
the court are
one-
not being responded to.
Lordship, my submission will be, your Lordship may pass a specific order that expressing your lordship's displeasure about the report that I have submitted. And they will, one opportunity may be given, otherwise the lordship may call for. This is my submission. One opportunity may be given, indicating specifically that this report is not the up-to-date report. Mere
No,
report is,
first of all, this has not been filed.
it has been filed. It has been filed.
Process filing. They've already
Yes.
filing it.
Filing is
During
done.
the course of
This report has been filed today.
course of the day.
All right, what is the next? Which is the next issue?
It will rise in it.
To verify.
Hmm.
What is the issue in Arunachal Pradesh? We are on the order dated 11/9.
11.
Yes, basically the construction of the High Court building, my lord. I have received one minutes of the 17th meeting of the core committee, my lord, wherein my lord deliberations were made. And lastly, it has been provided that the PWA officials have informed that the building work has attained 74% completion with progress of 2% after the last meeting. Considering the steep target completion date, the core committee once again reiterated that the executing agency to engage more man and machinery to complete the project in time without further loss of time as ideal working session has started. And so far as, my lord, the district judiciary is concerned, my lord, I have received one report from the district judiciary, that is with regard to para number 3 of their affidavit, my lord. Response from Itanagar bench.
All right, so some activities are happening in.
Some activities are happening there. Some activities are happening. But so far as state of Assam is concerned, my lord, some seriousness has to be shown.
That we have
Lordship says
discussed.
Tinsukia also, my lord.
Let's come to Nagaland. What is happening in Nagaland? Who is appearing for Nagaland?
I am appearing.
Ah, Learned Advocate General. Yes.
Please.
Yes, Mr. Balgopal.
My lord, here, the only problem we were facing was crunch of funds.
Yes.
Now, about 2-3 weeks back, the union law minister, state law minister, had visited Nagaland.
Union
And-
Law Minister.
Yes. Mr. Mehwal had visited the state about 2 weeks or 3 weeks back. We had a detailed discussion with the Honorable Chief Minister and also our various officials regarding various issues pertaining to the balanced construction of the work. It was clearly explained to him that we have a shortage of funds, though the construction rate is substantially okay. He took a lot of interest in the matter, fortunately. And then he has assured us of whatever assistance the center will do. And he has also requested the concerned officials to meet him in Delhi before the winter parliament session. And he is also organizing a meeting with the union government concerned officers. So most probably, if that meeting fructifies, I think our problem would be solved. Basically, it is a crunch of funds, and I am aware that your lordship has tried various methods to explore if some funds could come from the center also. Maybe he might have been briefed of all these things. So he has taken the matter very positively. So I hope by this winter session, when he has called them, maybe in the end of this month or beginning of next month, with the meeting which ultimately convened, I've seen the video also, what he's speaking, everything I've seen. I'm speaking on the basis of that video which I went through, the detailed video for about 20-25 minutes.
So the Union
I
Law
think-
Ministry has taken some interest in the matter.
Very, not some interest, very good interest, I would say that. Great appreciation. In fact, the Honorable Minister and Honorable Chief Minister, they had detailed discussions. We explained to them that, see, this was our desire to have this at the earliest. Otherwise, we would not have spent from our pocket itself so much funds. So it's taken into consideration, hearing, a very patient hearing. He had a separate meeting with the officials also. So I think if some time could be given, we will, after the meeting is over, we'll report back to the Honorable Court by a proper affidavit. That should, I think, solve the problem. We are at the finishing point. And whatever things, we will also look into what the contractor is saying, what can be downsized for the purpose of starting the court, what is important, all these things we'll have a review. And I'm going to personally look into it because this is going on for too long. And for various reasons, the fund has just stopped. I think in the light of the assurance given by the Honorable Minister, this should be sorted out. And I feel quite confident after hearing him. And I got the write-ups also about these meetings. Our response, the advisor to the government, the concerned officials, all have participated in this. It is categorically said, you come, I'll organize a meeting. You've even given them that 2 days we should come during the parliament session meeting. If I'm busy on a day, we'll meet on the next day and we will sort it out. Virtually, I could see it as an assurance from the central government. And I'm sure that he is aware of this particular case by which a lot of directions are positively being given to see that these things are expedited. And I think the directions have had a very positive impact that has helped the state substantially. We're grateful for that. Just to push it over for a few weeks or so, sometime in December.
So how
And
much time would you require? How much time would you require?
maybe by
Come up with a concrete response.
middle of December, I think that should be immediately after 15th December or so. Or you can keep it if it's complete in the first week of January or so, we'll slash it out. Subject to your convenience. I'm very hopeful that this will be sorted. There's no other way because our back was wall as far as funds are concerned. And we have done so much, such a beautiful building as your lordship has
That's
pointed
right.
out.
It's such a magnificent building.
Yes, very good.
At such huge
It-
public cost.
It's like a judicial palace, that's what I would say.
Must
the-
be put.
You know,
to-
we- Yes, I
not
think we
wasted.
should, the last push has come from this honorable court, so I think we are in the right place. I can assure you that this will come without any difficulty.
Mr. Dev Chaudhary, would you like to rejoin?
Lordship, whatever has fallen from the learned Advocate General Lordship, this is very recent development. But my stand, as it is, as I had laid down before the court on the earlier occasion, this has to be constructed with the state funds. But if the learned AG has said that there is a new development, I'll definitely pursue.
Where is the affidavit?
Lordship, I am filing it today because I've taken it up with the authority if there can be any change in it. But the change, there is no change, Lordship. The stand of the central government.
So Union Law Minister stand is we have nothing to do.
Lordship.
And what the learned Advocate General Nagaland says is
Uh,
that Law Minister is himself
This
visited.
perhaps is very recent development. I am not privy to that. But I will definitely take it up with the ministry, Lordship. If there is any such development, I'll definitely apprise the Lordship. Because as on first or second week of October, Lordship, our stand remains the same, Lordship. This
So
was
who is
after that.
representing the registry of this court? Registry. What has happened? There was a visit by the Union Law Minister. You are not aware. High Court is not aware.
Lordship, that is why I say. it
Nobody
must
is
be
aware
very
of
recent.
anything.
It must be very recent.
Then let
So-
it go to next June.
So in
Nobody
the
is-
meantime, I'll also take my instructions, whatever the learned Advocate General has apprised this
What
court.
is your instruction? Your
My
officer
instruction,
has
Lordship,
said,
it has to be done by the state funds.
so we'll record your statement
Yes,
then.
Lordship. Yes, yes. Yes, Lordship.
The meeting, I think, is on 23rd October. If I see the newspaper
That
cutting,
that is very
23rd
recent.
October. Union Minister for State has assured he would provide necessary funds to complete the under construction new High Court complex at Marina, Kohima. This is of October 23rd. I was just seeing through the net, October 23rd.
So, all right.
Maybe
So
they
your
may not-
updated instruction is the Union Law Ministry has nothing to do.
Lordship,
No question of providing any fund.
Lordship.
Is there any affidavit?
Lordship, I'm filing it today, Lordship. It will come on record.
Who has sworn this affidavit?
Lordship, it's the director of, Department of Justice.
And affidavit was sworn when?
It was sworn on, Lordship, 30th of September, Lordship.
But these developments are of 23rd of
That-
October.
That is what I'm saying, Lordship. This meeting that the learned advocate general is saying, that is pretty recent. On 20-something of October.
So you don't have any instruction.
On that I do not have. any
Then we'll
instruction.
have to call him to appear personally. This can't go on like this.
Lordship, I
No,
can.
no,
take instruction
30th
whether
of
that-
September was more than a month back.
Lordship,
It can't go on like this.
Lordship. Now, if there has been any such development, Lordship, I can apprise the court, Lordship.
No,
because
you
it is,
apprise, we'll give you 5 minutes. How much time do you want? Last time also the matter was listed. same
Yes,
thing.
Lordship.
Today, no less than the Advocate General of the state is saying the Union Law Minister has visited, inspected everything, assured the government in the meeting with the Chief Minister, the head of the executive head of the state, assured of fund. You are the director, you are saying there is no question of giving any fund. What is the court supposed to take out of this?
Lordship,
What is the court supposed to take out of this?
the meeting that has transpired, Lordship, that is in the last
No,
part
but
of
that instruction should have been given to you.
Lordship.
So what option do we have other than to ask?
Lordship,
him?
will give me 1 or 2 days time, I'll get back, Lordship.
2 days time, this is a special infrastructure bench.
I do understand, Lordship.
This is pathetic to say the least. Give us the name of the director.
Yashasvi Kumar,
Sorry,
Yashasvi Kumar. Yashasvi Kumar,
is the director of,
Director, Department of Justice, Government of India.
all right, we'll do what is to be done. But this is a very sorry state of, the director is not supporting his own ministers.
No,
Stand in the matter.
that is why I say, Lordship, the affidavit is predated. So the meeting was very recent.
No, but it was at least 2 weeks back.
Lordship,
Then
That-
in between, nothing has happened.
that I have to take the instructions, Lordship.
No, instructions are obtained only when the court comes hammer and tongs and then only it's taken over.
No, Lordship.
Have you filed the affidavit?
Lordship is in the process, Lordship.
If you file it today, you will
Yes.
be contradicting the departmental minister. File it. File it, then we'll call for an explanation. All right. Anything else? Anybody else wants to say anything? Yes?
Since September 2024, the other issue has not been taken note of, perhaps a status report of, they had met on 9th of September 2024 for
Other
discussing
issue means?
the lavatories, your lordships, of all the court complexes.
There is mention in the
There-
report.
Um,
Looks like looks like some activities are happening.
lordships, I've not been given a copy of the
But,
report, therefore perhaps I.
We'll ask them to give you a copy. Things are moving very slowly and very non-committal manner. That's the problem.
At least immediate steps for engaging some contractual people in the different complexes could perhaps be expedited because.
Have you received a copy of the report submitted by the
No,
Registrar?
no, Your
General?
Lordships.
No?
The last report was on 9th of September 2024. After that, if they have filed anything, I'm not aware of it.
Today, the one affidavit is being filed. Okay.
9th September. That was 9th September. Last which I have received is 9th September, Your Lordship. That we should say to know 9.
Right, and Mizoram, anything is there? In Mizoram?
No, neither of nothing is there.
So please take down. Suppose नाम लिख लो. give the appearance, including the Learned Advocate General Nagaland to RBC. Appearance, give everybody. By the order dated 11/9/2024, the state of Assam was directed to file a status report indicating the status of judicial infrastructures across the state of Assam. Full stop. 6 weeks' time was granted for the purpose on the request of Mr. D. Majumdar, Learned Additional Advocate General Assam. Stop. Today, when the matter is called up, Mr. Majumdar submits that
This is the copy of the affidavit.
an affidavit enclosing the status report has been filed today morning. Full stop. From a perusal of the affidavit dated, give today's date, 4/11/2024, thrown by the Commissioner and Secretary to the Government of Assam, General Administration Department, enclosing the status report. We find that the report by and large refers to the file movements at the departmental level and mentions about events that took place in the month of April 2024 without any mention as to what action has been taken thereafter. A reference to the first entry in the report pertaining to
Sonitpur district.
Sonitpur district would make the above position absolutely clear. Full stop. The court order dated 11/9/2024 had called for a report on the status of judicial infrastructure. However, we find that the report enclosed with the recent affidavit hardly indicates the status of judicial infrastructure with specific reference to the ground situation and merely refers to the administrative decisions stroke approvals which were given and oblique or not given and oblique or pending in various projects. Full stop. After going through the report, we find that the same not only falls short of the requirement of the order dated 11/9/2024, but also does not paint a satisfactory picture indicating the current position which would be relevant in the present proceeding. Full stop. Under the circumstances, this court would ordinarily have no option but to require the personal presence of the concerned officers along with the files to address the court on the various projects. Full stop. However, acceding to the request of Mr. E. Majumdar, Learned Additional Advocate General Assam, seeking 3 weeks further time to file a more detailed report supported by affidavit. Such an order is being held back for today. Full stop. The state is accordingly granted 3 weeks time to file a detailed report supported by affidavit indicating the present status of judicial infrastructure in the state of Assam, indicating the reason for delay, if any, in completion of the projects. Full stop. Insofar as the state of Arunachal Pradesh is concerned, we find from the materials placed on record that the primary issue is pertaining to early completion of the new High Court building at Naharlagun, Papumpare. We also find that the state of Arunachal Pradesh has mobilized sufficient resources and the construction work is proceeding on war footing. Full stop. From the above, we are hopeful that the building will be completed at the earliest so as to enable the stakeholders to avail the facility. Full stop. The learned additional AG AP, Mr. B.D. Goswami, has assured this court that under the guidance of the core committee and with the active initiative of the state government, all necessary steps are being initiated to ensure timely completion of the building. Situated thus, no further order, in our opinion, is called for in that regard at this stage. Mr. Coming to the next issue of construction of new High Court building at Kohima, Mr. K. Balagopal, learned Advocate General Nagaland, has appeared through RBC and submitted that pursuant to the order dated 11/9/2024, some developments have taken place. First up, Mr. Balagopal has further submitted that with a view to review the construction work of the new High Court building and also to find solution for early completion of the same. Now, before that, you write, Mr. Balagopal submits that although substantial work has already been executed in the construction site, yet purely on account of paucity of funds, further work could not be executed. Full stop. It is also the submission of Mr. Balagopal that on 23/10/2024, the Honorable Union Law Minister Sri Arjun Ram Meghwal had personally visited the construction site, and after interaction with the authorities of the state government at the highest level, the minister has assured that arrangements for adequate funds will be made at the earliest so as to ensure completion of the construction work without any further delay. First up, the learned Advocate General Nagaland has further submitted that as per instructions received by him, the concerned officials of the state of Nagaland have also been summoned at Delhi so as to meet the officials of the Law Ministry before the commencement of the winter session of Parliament, which is scheduled on 25th of November 2000.
Up to 23rd December.
Which is scheduled to commence with effect from 25
November.
2024. First up.
Up to 23rd December. That is the session.
Expressing satisfaction on such developments, Mr. Balagopal has expressed hope that with the intervention of the Union Law Minister and the support of the state government, the fund issues will be resolved permanently, thus paving the way for early completion of the High Court building. First up, such submissions of Mr. Balagopal is taken on record and is found to be encouraging. Full stop. It appears that some significant steps at the initiative of the Union Law Ministry has been initiated in the matter, thus giving hope that the construction work which is pending since almost a decade would now be completed without any further delay, so as to enable the stakeholders to avail the benefit of such magnificent judicial infrastructure. First up. What is, however, disappointing to note hearing that Mr. R.K.D. Chaudhary, learned DSGI, representing the Secretary to the Government of India, Department of Justice, has submitted that as per his instructions, the Union Law Ministry has no role to play in the matter, as the building would have to be constructed entirely from the funds provided by the state government of Nagaland. Mr. Dev Chaudhary has submitted that an affidavit sworn by the Director, Department of Justice, Government of India, to such effect has also been filed this morning, which is not on record. Full stop. The submission of Mr. Dev Chaudhary appears to be wholly in contradiction with the stand of the Honorable Union Law Minister, as has been projected by the learned Advocate General, State of Nagaland. Be that as it may, this said aspect of the matter would be looked into at an appropriate stage. Full stop. Since Mr. Balgopal, appearing for the state of Nagaland, has prayed for 6 weeks' time to intimate, to appraise this court as to the developments that have taken place in between, the issue pertaining to the state of Nagaland would now be taken up again on ninth of December. First up, insofar as the report of the state of Assam, as per order of this court passed today, is concerned, the same shall be placed on record within 3 weeks with advance copy upon the learned amicus curiae, Mr. H. Das and Ms. R.S. Sirotia. Amicus curiae appearing in this case, so as to enable them to examine the same and file their response. These issues would also be taken up again for further consideration on 9/12/2024. Let the matter be listed accordingly. Mr. D. Majumdar, learned additionally assisted by Mr. A. Fukan, learned SC, GAD. All the other matter, item 1.
Pending matter item 1.
I'm sorry, my lord, I have court number, there is special.
That's all right. What is to be done here?
My lord, they actually, that registry, my lord, directly communicated to the court, my lord. In pursuance to the order dated, my lord. Last order, 31/5/2024.
Yes.
The report has been submitted directly to the court, my lord. Probably the flag R2.
So have you got a copy of the report?
I am not seeing, my lord. Directly communicated to the court. So I'll take it up, my lord.
Can you please give him a copy of the report? Mr. T.J. Mohanto, learned Senior Standing Counsel GHC, appearing in this case, submits that in terms of the order dated 31/5/2024 passed by this court, the Registrar General of the High Court has prepared a report and submitted the same directly to the court without furnishing any copy to him, as a result of which he is unable to make any further submission in the matter. First up, on verification of record, we find that the statement of Mr. Mohanto is correct. In view of the above, register to furnish a copy of the report dated 25/7 to, what is this? 25/7/2024, prepared by the Registrar General, Guwahati High Court, to Mr. Mohanto, along with the necessary enclosures, so as to enable him to examine the same and make further submissions. Office to list this case again on 9/12/2024.
May it please your lordship, lordship, with the consent of my friend lordship, I beg to mention item number 27 lordship. In this case, my lordship directly has to file an additional affidavit lordship. So lordship may give us 10 days time. In the meantime, we'll file affidavit lordship.
Who is for the petitioner?
Lordship.
Mr. K. Gogoi, learned CGC appearing for the respondents, comma, with the consent of the petitioner's counsel, comma, has sought 2 weeks' time in this case to file a counter affidavit. Prayer allowed, list accordingly.
Lordship, oblige your lordship.
Madam, regarding item number 2, madam, I have to file additional. We didn't reply, madam. Item number 2, madam.
It's a motion matter.
Listen, madam. But they have filed affidavit. I have to file affidavit in reply.
On the prayer of Mr. A. Khanikar, learned counsel for the petitioner, this matter stands adjourned for a week. Week or 10 days?
10 days.
So as to enable him to obtain instruction and file rejoinder. Prayer, list accordingly.
Diploma.
My lord, with consent of the petitioner, I have acted mention item number 24, my lord. We have received some instruction, my lord, we have to file detailed affidavit, my lord. 4 weeks time maybe, my lord.
Who is appearing?
My lord,
You have informed the other side.
yes, telephonically, my lord.
Mr. K.K. Parasar, learned CGC 6 adjournment in this case for 2 weeks. For the
3 weeks,
purpose-
my lord.
3 weeks for the purpose of obtaining instruction and filing affidavit. So the prayer is made with the consent of the petitioner's counsel, same stands allowed. List the matter accordingly.
Oblige.
May I please, your lordship? Your lordship, I paid for listing admission matter next week, your lordship, any day.
3rd week of November. Yes.
May I please? Lordship, I beg to mention for listing lordship, new cases lordship. I have filed on 25th.
Motion.
Yes, lordship.
When?
Lordship filed on 25th, lordship.
When do you want it to be listed?
As your lordship convenience.
8th.
May I please, your lordship? Your lordship, I beg to mention item number 8 of today's daily list. S. Roy was about to appear, your lordship, but because of some difficulties, your lordship, he cannot appear today. So kindly the matter be adjourned for the day, your lordship.
On the prayer of Mr.
S. Paul, your
S. Paul, learned counsel for the petitioner, this matter is directed to be listed again on 8/11.
May I please your lordship? I am requesting for listing of one IA in which entry order has been passed earlier, but due to our inadvertence, it could not be extended. Consequent upon which the department has issued a notice for cross-examination and it is fixed tomorrow. So I am requesting for urgent listing of this IA so that our interim order can be extended.
Urgent listing means when?
By today or by
Today is
tomorrow.
not possible.
Tomorrow, lordship, then. Much obliged.
May I please, lordship, my lord? I beg to mention for listing, my lord, next week or my lord, for admission.
3rd week of November? Yes.
May please your lordship, I beg to mention item number 38, my lord. Affidavit has been sent for vetting, my lord. 2 weeks, after 2 weeks, any date may be fixed, my lord. Petitioner counsel is here, my lord.
I am for the petitioner lordship, can you fix the date because matter relates to non-payment of retirement benefit.
After 2 weeks, any date, my lord. After
After-
2 weeks, any date, my lord.
You decide on a date.
My
miss.
lord, yes,
This
my
is
lord.
a guy and
Yes.
counsel for the respond numbers 1, 2, and 3. Submits that affidavit has been prepared and sent for vetting in this case. And therefore, the matter be posted again after 3 weeks. Ms. P. Bhattacharjee, learned counsel for the petitioner, is present and does not have any objection if the prayer is allowed. In view of the above and on the request of learned counsel for both the sides, let this matter be listed again on
20 or 20.
20th of November, 2024.
Master Miss.
May I please your lordship? Lordship, I beg to mention for listing lordship for admission lordship.
3rd week of November.
Item number 18, my lord, with consent of Mr. K.R. Padgiri, my lord. He appears for the opposite party. I have filed the IA for vacation of the stay order, my lord. I need some accommodation for today, my lord. Let it be listed after 2 weeks. Taken his consent.
The learned counsel for the applicant, Mr. P. Bharatdas, has sought posting of this matter again after 2 weeks. Since the prayer is made with the consent of the opposite party, same stands allowed, list accordingly.
Oblige, lordships. My lords, I beg to mention listing of 3 IAs for tomorrow. Connected writ petition are listed tomorrow.
What is the IA about?
IA is about striking of the name of one of the respondents. They are actually connected writ petition. We have filed 3 IAs in.
What is the matter about?
This is about termination of employees who were probationers. Actually.
May I please, your lordship? Lordship, I beg to mention for listing of matter for admission, your lordship.
3rd week of November.
May I please, your lordship? Lordship, I beg to mention item number 37, my lord. My lord, matter may be fixed after 10 days, my lord. My
The
senior
prayer of
is
learned counsel for the petitioner, this matter stands adjourned for 3 weeks, list accordingly.
May I please your lordship, this and for listing lordship in admission matter lord.
3rd week of November.
Hello.
Daily list for motion item 1.
What is there in this case? If your client has failed,
Yes, my lord.
then
But lordship,
And the candidates against whom he alleged that he has been placed below those candidates also have not been selected, my lord.
then
And the instruction is already there in the file, my lord.
petitioner file an RTI application.
you
taking
will
information
give you 60 seconds, complete it, then we'll close the writ petition. I have seen there's nothing you can argue here. Matter is over, don't waste the court's time unnecessarily. It's not a experimental lab here. Your grievance was that your result was not declared, and then people who are less meritorious than you have been selected. Both are wrong. What is there in this case?
And lordship, the respondent never supplied a RTI information lordship.
Oh, you go and file in RTA Commissioner's.
Already, lordship, we have filed.
Yes,
before
heard
commissioner.
Mr. S. N. Adhyapak, Learned Counsel for the petitioner, also heard Mr. E.P. Bora, Learned Standing Counsel, Health Department, Assam, appearing for the official respondents. First up, the writ petitioner herein had participated in a recruitment process initiated on the basis of advertisement notice dated 2/11/2018 for filling up a number of grade 4 posts. Grade 4 post, is it?
Yes, my lord. Grade 4.
Post in the department. First up, after the selection process was concluded, the authorities have made appointments of the successful candidates. The grievance of the petitioner is primarily twofold. Firstly, full stop. Firstly, that the authorities have not declared the result of the selection test, thus maintaining total non-transparency in the matter. The petitioner has also alleged that the private respondents
They are not private respondents.
alleged that some other candidates who had not fared well in the selection test have been appointed. Full stop. Taking note of the stand of the petitioner, this court had passed order dated 8/9/2023, which is reproduced here in below. Just quote 8/9/2023. Full stop. Thereafter, the Learned Department Council had produced the mark sheets of all the candidates, wherefrom it appears that the petitioner has failed to pass in the selection test. Not only that, full stop, not only that, the other candidates against whom allegations have been made without, however, making them parties to the writ petition, has also turned out to be factually incorrect, as none of these candidates had cleared the selection test. If that be so, there is no live issue that calls for examination by this adjudication by this court in the present writ petition. At this stage, Mr. Adhyapak submits that his application under the RTI Act of 2005 has not been properly responded to. Full stop. Even if such allegation turns out to be correct, even then, the petitioner has statutory remedy which he can avail under the law. With the above observation, this writ petition stands closed. Yes.
Item 3.
May I please your lordship? My lord, this is regarding termination of service. Petitioner was, my lord, the in-charge secretary of a Samvay Samiti.
Will issue notice at this stage.
Yes.
But Mr.
My lord, IA is there. IA is there. Praying for it.
For the writ petitioner. Also heard Mr. S.K. Tarabdar, Learned SC Cooperation Department, Assam. Mr. S.K. Chakraborty, Learned Government Advocate, Assam, appearing for the official respondent. This writ petition has been filed, being aggrieved by the order of removal from service dated 23/8/2024 issued to the petitioner by contending that The impugned order has been passed without following the due process of law. I peruse the grounds taken in the writ petition of issue notice returnable in 6 weeks. Since Mr. Talukdar has appeared and accepted notice for respond numbers 1, 3, 4,
And 5.
and 5.
And 5.
And Mr. Chakravarti for respond number 2. Service of notice on respond numbers 1 to 5 is deemed to be complete in this case. Extra copies of the writ petition be furnished to the learned departmental counsel within a week so as to enable them to obtain instruction and file affidavit. Petitioner to take steps for service of notice upon respond numbers 6 to remaining respondents by registered post with AD. What is the IA about?
IA for stay, my lord. Stay notice may be issued by.
Heard Mr. So-and-so learned counsel with the applicant, also heard so-and-so learned counsel appearing for the OP numbers 1. Mr. Talukdar for 1, 3, 4 and 5 and Mr. Chakravarti for OP number 2. This IA has been filed with a prayer to stay the operation of the impugned order dated 23/8/2024, by means of which the order of removal of the petitioner from service had been approved. Must have issue notice returnable in 6 weeks since so-and-so has appeared and accepted notice for 1 to 5, no formal notice, extra copies, steps were registered post with AD for serving upon the remaining.
Lordship, in this matter, I am yet to receive instruction, Lordship.
On
And-
8/11. Next Friday, Mr. B is
Lordship.
present for the petitioner on the request of Ms. M. Bhattacharjee, learned additional senior government advocate Assam. This matter is directed to be listed again on 8/11.
Lordship.
2024 for motion so as to enable her one more opportunity to obtain instruction. Yes.
Item 5.
Who is appearing in item 5?
Mine is 7.
Huh?
Mine is 7, sorry, madam.
You can appear in 5 also.
As a senior lawyer, yes.
Yes, yes. Who is appearing in 5?
Lordship.
Yes.
Lordship, in this matter, Lordship, the petitioners herein are the applicants of an advertisement dated 29/11/2023, which was advertised by the Medical and Health Recruitment Board, Assam, for the post of medical officer IU.
We'll just ask her to obtain instruction and
Lordship.
close the matter on the next day.
Lordship.
You don't have any grievance. There's nothing.
Lordship, very limited grievances, Lordship.
Heard Mr. Medhi, learned counsel for the petitioners, PP Medhi, learned counsel, errors the amendments made in the writ petition. It appears that the limited grievance of the petitioners in this case is that despite holding a selection test for filling up the vacant posts of medical officer bracket IUR bracket close under the Health and Family Welfare Department, Government of Assam, the authorities have not notified the procedure adopted for selection of candidates. This matter is directed to be listed for motion again after 2 weeks so as to enable Ms. D. Bora, learned Standing Council, Health Department, Government of Assam, to obtain preliminary instruction and appraise this. 2 extra copies of writ petition be furnished to me.
Item 6.
I'm deeply obliged, Lordship.
May I please, your Lordship.
Yes, any provision for preferring appeal?
Yes, Lordship. In advertisement, Lordship, page number
40. 40 of the writ petition, Lordship.
Page number?
40 of the writ petition, Lordship.
Ah.
Point 21.
So you prefer appeal?
Lordship.
I just simply say that you want to withdraw with liberty to prefer an appeal.
Lordship. But then for the vacancy, Lordship, till the time.
Where is the other order, earlier order?
Earlier order is at page, Lordship.
Similar order of this court also there.
Early order lordship at page 70, Lord. Starting from page 67 at page 70.
Take down heard Mr. D. Decker, counsel for the petitioners, also heard single petitioner.
Single petition.
Petitioner also heard Ms. S. Burwa, learned CGC appearing for the respondents. Stop. The writ petitioner herein had participated in the recruitment process for filling up various posts of constable, bracket general duty, bracket close, in the different central armed police forces initiated on the basis of advertisement notice dated 24/11/2023. Full stop. According to the petitioner, he had participated in the physical
Standard test.
efficiency test, bracket PET, and physical standard test, bracket PST, wherein various parameters, including the height of the petitioner, was measured, which was found to be 164.5 cms, full stop. However, on an erroneous application of the relevant notifications, the petitioner has been disqualified on the ground that his height fell short by 0.5 cm. Full stop. Mr. Decker submits that similar writ petitions have been and disposed of by this court by granting leave to the petitioner to. Now, Ms. S. Borwa submits that similar writ petitions have been disposed of by this court by granting leave to the candidate to prefer an appeal before the competent authority, and therefore she would have no objection if a similar order is passed in this case as well. Full stop. Mr. Decker is also agreeable to such an order. Full stop. I find that by order dated 17/5/2023, passed in WPC number 2641 of 2023, a similar writ petition was disposed of by this court by granting leave to the petitioner to prefer appeal. In view of the above, and as agreed to by learned counsel for both the sides, this writ petition stands disposed of at this stage of motion hearing by providing that by granting how much 2 weeks time to the petitioner from today to file an appeal before the competent authority against the decision to reject his candidature. If such an appeal is filed within 2 weeks by enclosing a certified copy of this order, before the appeal is filed within 2 weeks before the competent authority, by enclosing a certified copy of this order, the same shall be taken on record and be disposed of by a reasoned order as expeditiously possible, but not later than 30 days from the date of filing of the appeal. Full stop. Until such time, the aforesaid exercise is completed. One vacant post of constable bracket GD in the Central Armed Police Force for the present recruitment drive shall be kept vacant. The writ petition stands disposed of accordingly.
May I point out one thing, Lordship? The appeal should be made on the same day, Lordship, according to this provision, Lordship.
We have given
Yes,
2 weeks time.
Obliged, Lordship.
Yes.
New appeal, Lordship, my lord.
You find out what has happened through
Yes,
your
sir.
director's office. We'll post it on 11th
Yes,
for
sir.
motion.
My lord, can we
12th.
12?
13th, motion day we'll put it on 13th. Heard Mr. R.P. Samuel and Senior Counsel for the writ petitioners peruse the amendments made in the writ petition. Mr. D. Bora, D.P. Bora, Leonard SC, Health Department, Assam, prays for a week's time to obtain preliminary instruction responding to the allegations made in the writ petition. So and so appearing for the respond numbers 1 and 2. 1, 2,
4 and 5.
4 and 5. Prays for a week's time to obtain preliminary instruction responding to the allegations made in the writ petition. On the request of Mr. Bora, this matter is directed to be listed again on 13/11/2024 for motion. 2 extra copies of the writ petition be furnished to Mr. Bora during the course of the.
In this case,
This for motion, huh?
in this case, my by impugn order dated 16/7/2024, page 10, without affording any opportunity to the appointment of the petitioner as Gaugura.
So here we have to issue notice, and then if it is found that it is issued without following the process of law, it has to be sentenced. Heard Mr. J. Lashkar and counsel for the petitioner peruse the amendments made in the writ petition. The petitioner is primarily aggrieved by the order dated 16/7/2024, by means of which his appointment as Gaugura was cancelled by the respond number 2. Mr. Lashkar submits that the impugn order has been issued in flagrant violation of the principles of natural justice. Ms. J. Gogoi, Leonard SC Dimahasa, counsel prays for some time to obtain instruction. NOM 4 weeks. Since Ms. Gogoi has appeared and accepted notice for all the respondents, no formal notice, extra copies.
Right.
Item 10.
Please, your lordship. Lordship, the matter pertains to RCC training, personnel training, lordship. Initially, the BTC had selected 230 candidates.
Yeah, where is the counsel for BTC? The allegation is against BTC.
Yes, lordship.
When is the next training? When is the next training?
So, lordship, they actually, the grievance is that they have not included, they have not been included in the training, lordship.
That I understand, but when is the next training?
Next training, lordship. Particular, lordship, it's lordship, particular the training has been stayed, lordship, right now in regards to two other writ petitions that has been going.
Then we'll issue notice at this stage.
Yes, lordship.
Heard Mr.
A. Sarania.
A. Sarania, Learned Counsel for the petitioner. Petitioners peruse the amendments made in the writ petition. The petitioners are primarily aggrieved due to deletion of their names from the list of probable candidates who were earlier shortlisted for undergoing the 6 months record certificate class course training bracket RCCC training bracket close conducted by the Assam Survey and Settlement Training Center, Guwahati. Full stop. I peruse the amendments made already it's been written. Mr. R. Musari, Learned Standing Council BTC, prays for some time to obtain instruction in the matter. NOM 4 weeks. Since who's appearing? Mr. S. Dr. Learned SC, Revenue Department, Assam has appeared and accepted notice for respond numbers 1, 2, and 3, and Mr. Musari for
4 and
respond
5.
numbers 4 and 5. Service of record notice is deemed to be complete in this case. Extra copies, etc.
The petitioner was serving in the Central Reserve Police Force as a constable, and he has been terminated from his service by order dated 16/9/2023. The departmental appeal matter was dismissed on 15/1/2024.
We have to issue notice.
My
Heard Mr. R. Majumdar, Learned Counsel for the petitioner, peruse the amendments made in the writ petition. Aggrieved by the order of termination from service dated 16/9/2023 and the subsequent order dated 15/1/2024, by means of which the statutory appeal preferred by the petitioner was rejected, the instant writ petition has been filed. Mr. S.S. Roy, Learned CGC, appearing for the respondents, has prayed for some time to obtain instruction in the matter. NOM 6 weeks. Since Mr. Roy has accepted notice for all the respondents, no formal notice, extra copies.
Obliged.
Item 12.
May please, your lordship may kindly pass over this matter, my lord.
You
Yes,
obtain
sir.
instruction.
Yes, my lord, I will seek instruction, my lord.
We'll have it on 11th.
My lord.
Heard Mr.
P.H. Corner.
P.H. Code and counsel for the petitioner peruse the amendments made in the writ petition. It appears that the order of suspension dated 9/1/2024 issued to the petitioner has not been reviewed till today. And the petitioner has also not been paid subsistence allowance.
My lord, subsistence allowance has been paid, my lord, only paid for reinstatement.
Not been properly reviewed till date. Mr. R. Dhawal under SCPW plays for a week's time to obtain preliminary instruction. In view of the above, let this matter be listed for motion again on 11/11.
My lord, can we on 12th, my lord? Tuesday, my lord.
12. Then let it be 13.
No, no, my lord, means Monday, my lord, getting instructions, my lord. That is why I want.
All right, 12.
12, my lord, only one day.
2 extra copies.
Here, the husband of the petitioner died while in service. And while giving the DCA, the death retirement and other
Why don't
benefits,
you find out what is happening?
they have deducted the amount which is
DCR,
his
you
salary.
give it to her. Why are you making her?
My lord, RKDF sorry will appear in this case, my lord. Kindly time being pass over for the time being, my lord.
Call him.
Okay, yes,
Let
my
him
lord, I'm
come.
calling.
Article 14.
My lord, I am the legally married to wife of respondent number 6, but is an employee of NF Railway, Malaga, my lord.
This is a premature. Why have you filed this writ petition?
My lord, because retired on 30th.
Right, I'll issue notice. There's nothing in your case. We can't force an employee to nominate someone.
My lord.
You are not going to get anything during his lifetime. Maintenance is by court order. Why have you come to the
My
writ
lord,
court?
she is retired on 30th.
So what? The court will pass the CGM court will pass an order. Why have you filed writ petition?
No, my lord, after the retirement, I will not get the pension.
Oh, whatever his pension is from there, you will get it.
My lord.
By the order of the trial court. Why have you filed the writ petition?
Trial court, I am receiving only the maintenance, my lord, 8,000. But pensionary benefits and medical benefits, I have got
You
nothing.
moved the court below for that.
My lord.
You move the court below for that. If you are entitled to under the law, you will get it. What do you say? You want to obtain instruction?
Yes.
All right. Heard Mr. S. Nagaland counsel for the petitioner, peruse the amendments made in the writ petition. The writ petitioner is the estranged wife of respondent number 6, apprehending that after the retirement of her husband, respondent number 6, she will be deprived of the maintenance, including the health facilities, on account of the fact that the respondent number 6 has not included the name of the petitioner as a dependent in the service record. The instant writ petition has been filed. Ms. R. Devi, London CGC, appearing for the respondent numbers
1, 2, 3. Let's.
1, 2, and 3. Prays for some time to obtain instruction in the matter. NOM 6 weeks. Since Ms. Devi has accepted notice for 1, 2, and 3, Mr. D. Bhattacharjee for respondent number 4, and Mr. D. Bora, Learned Counsel for Learned Government Advocate Assam for respondent number 5. Service of notice is complete on respondent numbers 1 to 5. Extra copies of writ petition, requisite in numbers, be furnished to the Learned Department Council. Petitioner to take steps for service of notice upon respondent number 6 by registered post with AD.
Plus.
15.
Well, please, your lord. My lord, there are 2 proceedings going on against.
Similar matters are fixed on.
Yes.
On 14th, other matters are fixed.
Yes, my lord.
Yes, lordship has passed this order.
Other matter only did pending 1, 2, 15, 15. What's it?
When is the next date fixed in the DP?
My lord, there is no specific date. Because the DP is proceeding in a very slow manner, my lord.
14/11.
I heard Mr. J. Patwari, learned counsel for the petitioner. It appears from the pleadings in the writ petition that the petitioner is facing simultaneous criminal trial and departmental proceeding, which are allegedly grounded on same set of facts and based on the same set of witnesses. Instead of contending that parallel proceeding in parallel proceeding in respect thereof would be highly prejudicial to the interest of the petitioner. The present writ petition has been filed with a prayer to stay the departmental proceeding. Mr. Patwari submits that similar writ petitions have been admitted by this court and are fixed for consideration on 14/11/2024. Therefore, this matter be 14/11/2024, wherein interim orders are operating, and therefore a similar order be passed in the present case as well. Full stop. It is also the submission of Mr. Patwari that no further date has been notified in the departmental proceeding. Full stop. Mr. D. Bora, learned Government Advocate Assam, appears and submits that other matters are fixed on 14/11/2024. In view of the above NOM 14/11/2024, since Mr. Bora has appeared and accepted notice for all the respondents, no formal notice, extra copies, etc., hard on the prayer of interim relief, the said having regard to the facts and circumstances of the case, it is hereby provided that the departmental proceeding qua the petitioner shall remain suspended until further orders registered to list the matter again on 14/11/2024, along with WPC number 5483 of 2024 and the batch of connected writ petitions.
Deeply obliged.
Item 16.
My pleasure. And this is the covered case matter. Here the petitioners are working as the master in the Forest Department petition matter since 2006 and 7. It is similar.
Covered case.
Similar rate petition only pending, man.
Huh?
Similar rate petition pending only. Two rate petition.
That I have no idea. But similar cases already been disposed of. That's case number 80.
Which writ petition? Give the number.
1222044124. 24. Same department, Forest Department.
WPC
2024 and 441/2024. Same issue.
I don't know whether these two writ petition was verified
Same
by the
related.
department or not. But here in my case, already they have verified the.
That's
list.
what we will have
They
to find out.
Yes, madam. There is page
If
number.
you don't know
77.
something, you can't say whether it is similar or not.
Yeah, madam.
Or I
I
heard
guess it's
Mr.
already-
Bora, learned counsel for the petitioners peruse the statements made in the writ petition. The petitioners are aggrieved due to non-consideration of their prayer for grant. The petitioners herein who are serving as casual workers under the Forest Department BTC and have spent more than 15 to 17 years have approached this court by filing the instant writ petition with a prayer to issue a direction to extend them the benefit of minimum pay scale as per the decision of this court rendered in the case of State of Assam versus Upendas.
Yes, madam.
Stop. Mr. Bora submits that this matter is covered under the previous judgment of this court. Mr. R. Mushari, learned SC BTC, has however opposed the said submission and has appraised this court that two others writ petitions, namely WPC number 1220 of 2024 and 441 of 2024 for the same issue against the same respondents are pending disposal before this court. Full stop. In view of the above, issue notice returnable in 4 weeks. Since Mr. R.R. Gogoi, learned standing counsel Forest Department Assam, has appeared and accepted notice for respond number 1 and 2, and Mr. Mushari for respond numbers 3, 2, 11.
No,
Service
only-
notice, huh?
4 to 11.
4 to 11 BTC.
Yeah, acha. 3 is finance, Mr. P Nayak, finance, and 4 to 11, Mr. Mushak. Service complete, extra copies, requisitive numbers, list along with WBC so and so and so. on.
During pendency, my lord, their service may not be disturbed, madam. In interim madam, only.
No, you are asking for pay scale and you are saying,
Next thing.
what is your prayer for pay scale?
Pay scale, minimum pay scale, yes, madam.
You are like saying, I want to be promoted to chief engineer. In the meantime, don't dismiss me. What kind of a prayer is
Sorry.
this? Is there any threat of dismissal?
No, madam.
Then?
No, no.
Then?
Item 17.
May I take the motion? Well, challenge waiting is judicial lordship is at page 67. When I would have already got selected, but selection process lordship has cancelled without assigning any valid reason, page 67 lordship.
Can be cancelled.
Well, that can be, but there should be a ground lordship in the impugn order.
Take instruction, my lord. Copy.
Not in the bottom of page 67, there is a direction lordship that they are going to lordship initiate fresh selection process lordship.
So you obtain instruction at the motion stage. Heard Mr. M. Khan, Learned Counsel for the writ petitioners. The petitioners herein have participated in the selection process initiated by the department by advertisement notice dated (30/7, 2022) for filling up various posts of rehabilitation workers under the NHM. Full stop. The grievance of the petitioner is that the selection process has been abruptly cancelled without any valid reason, and the authorities are now contemplating to initiate a fresh selection process. Full stop. According to Mr. Khan, arbitrary cancellation of selection process would be unsustainable in the eyes of law. Full stop. Ms. A. Bora Learned, SC NHM prays for 10 days time to seek preliminary instruction and respond to the allegations made in the writ petition. On the request of Ms. Bora, this matter is directed to be listed again on 13/11/2024 for motion as a fixed item, so as to enable her to obtain preliminary
An
instruction.
extra copy maybe.
2 extra copies of the writ petition be furnished to the learned standing counsel NHM during the course of the day.
Filing matter, item 14.
Yes, Mr.
Lordship, this is a matter regarding recovery. My instruction is that Lordship, he was on extraordinary leave, and as per the leave rules, Lordship, he's not entitled to pay for that period, for the period.
Then notice has to go.
The notice has to.
Judgments of this court and even Rafiq Masih says, my lord, once the salary has been paid, the clause 5 has to be invoked, and on death or retirement, the recovery has to be reversed, since it was already
Notice has to
paid.
go.
And in any case, Lordship, seeking a mandamus, at least he has to make a representation. There is no representation.
There is a
no-
representation that we have been told that it has been recovered because of this. There was an application, they said that we have recovered because of this matter ends. That is.
You know, have you asked for refund of the amount? Where is it?
Yes, ma'am. Lordship will find at page 27. And that was replied to on page 29.
It's more than a year back.
Yes. Person is not from here, she's from.
All right.
another country.
Heard Mr. R. Majumdar, Learned Counsel for the petitioner. The petitioner is the widow of late Sunil Kumar. A former employee of the Central Reserve Police Force who died on 19/7/2022. Full stop. As per the rules, the petitioner is entitled to a sum of rupees 20 lakhs as death gratuity. However, she has been paid an amount of only rupees 4,42,422. And even the leave encashment has not been paid to her till today. Full stop. Hence this writ petition seeking a writ of mandamus. Mr. Majumdar, learned counsel for the petitioner, submits that after the decision of Rafiq Masi, State of Punjab versus Rafiq Masi, so and so, so and so, no deduction can be made from the retirement benefits of a
Group C and
government.
D.
Huh?
Group C and D.
Of Group C and D, even if there has been any excess drawal. Under the circumstances, the impugned action on the part of the respondents is wholly arbitrary and in violation of the law. Mr. R.K.D. Chaudhary, learned DSGI appearing for the respondents, has prayed for 4 weeks' time to obtain instruction and file affidavit. NOM 4 weeks since so and so has appeared and accepted notice. All the respondents, no formal notice, extra copies. List the matter for admission hearing again after 4 weeks as a fixed item.
Obliged.
Supplementary bill or motion.
May I please, Your Lordship? This is suspension matter, Lordship. He was placed on suspension. On Lordship,
11th, you obtain instruction. Same order. Heard Mr. M. Khan, learned counsel for the petitioner. It appears that the petitioner was placed under suspension by invoking Rule 6, is it?
yes, Lordship.
Yes, my lord.
6,
6-2.
6(2),
6-2.
You are arrested, man.
6(2) of the Assam Discipline and Appeal Rules by order dated
By order dated 14/12/2023, Lordship. Page 26.
14/12/2023. Full stop. The grievance of the petitioner is till today. The order of suspension has not been reviewed. What about subsistence?
Well, a subsistence allowance yes, is to after 90 days, Lordship. From 10/3/2024, Lordship, we are not.
Although more than 90 days have elapsed since the date of suspension. Hence this writ petition. Mr. R. Dhar, learned SC PWD, prays for time till 11.
No, my lord, this is G Assam, my lord. This is my lord.
Assam prays for time till 11/11. You get the instruction by Friday to appraise this court as to the developments that might have taken place in the matter in the meantime. 2 extra copies of the writ petition be furnished to Mr. Dhar. List this case again on 11/11 as a fixed item for motion.
For admission, item 19.
May please, Your Lordship. This is the case, my lord, regarding promotion to the post of junior assistant, my lord, from the grade 4 post, my lord.
My lord, my lord has already heard this matter to some length, my lord. I will just, my lord, recall why this was fixed today, my lord. My lord, we have filed an affidavit stating that he was regularized in a personal post, my lord. To that effect, my lord, in that regularization order, in the writ petition, that personal post was not indicated. So as to that, my lord has asked this department to seek some clarification on this, my lord. So my lord will just come to page number 38 once of the writ petition. I have instruction, my lord.
Page number 38.
Page number 38 of the writ petition, my lord.
Yes.
My lord will find, this is the order, my lord, issued by the executive engineer. It states, in pursuance to the Under Secretary to the Government of Assam, PWD Audit Branch, Dispur, by letter number ATD such and such 35/2005, my lord. They refer to a, my lord, letter here. So now, my lord, I have that original letter, my lord. This order is a fallout of this letter, my lord. There, my lord, it indicates that it's a personal post, the original document, my lord. My lord will.
So you have to bring it on record.
I will bring it on record, my lord.
You have to bring and you say whatever you have to
Yes,
say.
yes.
Heard Mr. R. Islam, learned counsel for the petitioner. Also heard Mr. R. Dhar, learned standing counsel PWD Assam, who submits that in terms of the order dated 9/11/2005, bracket annexure 4, bracket closing the writ petition. A subsequent order dated 30/9/2005 was issued by the government of Assam, PWD, bracket audit branch, making it clear that the post
In
held
third
by the-
paragraph, my lord.
held by the petitioner was personal to him and would be abolished as soon as the incumbent relinquishes the post. But the said order is not on record. Contending that the order dated 30/9/2025, 2005 would have a crucial bearing in the outcome of this proceeding. Mr. Dhar seeks 10 days time to place the order dated 30/9/2005 on record by filing a short affidavit. Prayer is allowed, list accordingly.
Much appreciated.
Item 20.
Yes.
May it please your lordship. Look, this is the matter pertaining to Milord compassionate family pension.
This matter was part heard before another bench.
Yes, Milord. Initially it was part heard. Thereafter, Milord, roster has been changed. Then it was released. And
Has it been released from part heard?
yes, Milord.
By which order?
Lord, that order, last order, Milord, that is 27/9 perhaps. Matter is with regard to compassionate family pension. The petitioner's husband, he died while in service. And after that, she made an application. Her application was processed. The respondents denied the grant of compassionate family pension, saying that my husband did not complete 1 year of service. My contention is that my husband, my lord, entered into service by following a regular recruitment process in pursuance to an advertisement. Thereafter, select list was published, and thereafter he was given appointment on fixed pay basis. Although, since it was a regular recruitment process, he should have been given appointment on a substantive post or in a regular post. He was kept under fixed pay post, and thereafter that continued. Subsequently, that was regularized. After regularization, my lord, he suddenly died. He fell short of 4 months of service. So my contention is that, my lord, the requirement under the scheme is the continuous service. It doesn't say about regular service or substantive service. That service, my lord, the prior service, that has to be taken into account while calculating qualifying service of 1 year for the purpose of release of compassionate family pension. My lord, that is precisely my case. I'll just take.
Lordship, what I am hearing, let this matter come on a fixed date, Lordship. Otherwise, the matter is ready for disposal, Lordship. I'm only praying a fixed date.
Today is a fixed date.
In fact, the matter was extensively heard, Lordship. Even I placed judgments also there.
I won't be able to comment anything.
Lordship.
It was heard and it was released.
Lordship, there I placed judgment, Lordship. What should be the nature of that 1 year period, Lordship? To that effect also I placed judgment. Lordship, today I'm praying for fixed date, Lordship. Lordship will take up this matter any day.
All right, you both agree and
Lordship.
you want to argue today, you argue. You want another date, you take it. That's up to you. Please hurry up. Whatever.
Well, any date in the next week, my lord.
Lordship.
If not inconvenient, because the husband died in the year 2018.
This should be for admission or for hearing?
Admission, my lord.
Admission hearing?
On a hearing date.
Next week, when you tell?
12th, my lord. 12th.
Well, there are other matters fixed.
14-year lordship has fixed a lot of matters. But 12th.
Let it be 19th.
19th.
Mr. H. Das, Learned Counsel for the HK Das, Learned Counsel for the writ petitioner submits that although this matter was extensively heard by another bench, the same has been released from part heard on 16/9/2024. Therefore, the entire matter calls for consideration, fresh consideration by this court, contending that the matter pertains to prayer for grant of compassionate family pension. There is urgency in this case. Mr. P. Nayak, the Standing Counsel Finance Department, on the other hand, has sought posting of this matter on a non-miscellaneous day as a fixed item. Taking note of the prayer made by Respondents' Counsel and as agreed to by both the sides, This writ petition is directed to be listed again on 19/11/2024 as a fixed item for admission hearing.
May I please, my lord? My lord, instructions are awaited, my lord. We need some time to file our affidavit.
Mr. S. Vishwakarman, our counsel is present for the petitioner. On the request of Mr.
B does.
B. Das, learned standing counsel APDCL, this matter stands adjourned for further 4 weeks so as to enable him to obtain instruction file affidavit.
Obliged, my lord.
Please take order.
22.
The 22 and 23 similar item. My lord, in 23, your lordship has noted that unless they file affidavit, the matter cannot be heard. On 13/9/24, the lordship will pass the norm. So they have not filed affidavit as yet. Government's affidavit is important.
It's 23.
13/9/24.
Yes, I am appearing.
22, 23, same.
22, I am not there in that. 23, I am appearing.
Same.
Deputy matter, no. Department?
PWD. Public health engineer.
PH.
22. And the other one? One is PHE.
Yes, who is appearing 22?
22, my lord. PHE, my lord.
Yeah.
Instruction awaited, how long do you want to wait for instruction? This is almost more than a year has gone. Instructions are coming from the moon. Huh?
Last date may be given.
Right, 4 weeks will give, failing which the right of the respondents to file counter affidavit shall stand deleted.
May come for admission hearing. So
Heard Mr. B.D. Das, non-senior counsel appearing for the writ petitioners. Peruse the order dated 16/9/2024 passed by this court. The learned departmental counsel appearing for the official respondents have submitted that instructions as called for are still awaited and therefore 4 weeks further time is granted for obtaining instruction. The prayer of the learned departmental counsel is allowed so as to give them a last chance to obtain instruction. Let this writ petition be listed along with item 23 after 4 weeks. And in item 23, same order you write, 4 weeks further time to obtain instruction.
25.
May I please, your lordship?
Yes.
My lord, in this case, we have received our instructions, my lord. Some time to file our affidavit. my lord.
Already, my lord, they had taken time, my lord. Your lordship may go through the last order, my lord. Last month was given, my lord. 3/4 on, my lord, 3rd of April, my lord. Last, when it was listed, my lord. If they want to file an affidavit, my lord, lordship may give a fixed date, my lord, so that they may file an affidavit.
You tell when. No, you are Mr.
As per us,
As per us, learned counsel for the petitioner. Also heard Mr. B. Das.
B does, my lord.
B. Das, learned counsel appearing for the APDCL authorities who submits that instructions have been received and therefore 10 days further
Yes,
time as a last chance be granted for filing affidavit. Although last chance was earlier granted to the respondents to file affidavit, yet considering the request made at the bar and the nature of issues involved in this writ petition, this court is inclined to grant 10 days further time to the respondent to file affidavit. This matter is directed to be posted again on 21st of November 2024 as a fixed item for admission hearing by tagging affidavit, if any, filed by the respondents in the meantime.
Obliged, my lord.
Not always.
26.
Tagging with the record. Huh?
Your Lordship, in this particular matter, Ms. M. Bhattacharya, additional senior government, she was appearing. And today morning only I've been handed over this whole records. So I need some time to go through this.
What is the matter?
Otherwise also, your Lordship, some time may be granted to actually file a.
What is the matter about?
Otherwise, your Lordship, I have
What
not,
is the matter about?
your Lordship, I have not gone through this particular.
Say that.
record.
What is the matter?
It's a joint, he was a joint director of information and public relation, this person. 2018, there was a so-called issued by the department that there is a misappropriation of about 30 crores. Along with director also was charged.
Misappropriation
of 30 crores. Not by me, but by the director. But director has also retired and his particular was dropped. Now, I was not arrested also, neither I was facing the suspension. Then 2020, I superannuated. Now, inquiry officer was appointed at that relevant time. I replied also, nothing has happened. Then 2020, I superannuated. My lord, provisional pension was given to me. In the meantime, what has happened, my lord, I have come to the court because they were not giving the final pension because of the so-cause. Now, I came to the court, I said, if it is a continuous of the earlier proceeding, then you can go ahead, there is no problem. You cannot initiate a press so-cause to me. That was my case. November 2023, I filed the case. December, when I filed the case, they said, you have been called for an inquiry. So the court has passed an order to know whether it is a continuous process of the earlier proceeding or a new so-called that was issued. That the court wanted to know. If it is a continuous, my lord, then my lord, of course, it will be different, my lord. They can, what they can do it, the proceeding can be closed within a period of 3 months can be given to them. That's the court wanted to know. That's the whole case. Because my provisional pension I got. Now I'm stuck off because of the final pension they are not paying to me.
You are receiving the provisional.
Provisional pension I have been receiving.
So he wants some time.
No, it's okay, fine, my lord.
We'll have it in first week of December then.
December, yes.
I heard Mr. D. Das, senior counsel. Yes, anything?
No, my lord, a date can be fixed if it is not inconvenient.
You mentioned what date would it?
No, whichever first week of December.
Mr. D. Das, senior counsel, estate by so counsel has appeared for the petitioner. Mr. D. Bora, learned government advocate Assam submits that he has been recently entrusted with the brief and therefore 6 weeks time to prepare and argue the matter. In view of the request made by the learned government advocate Assam.
Okay.
And as agreed to by the petitioner, let this matter be listed again on 4th of December.
Yes.
As a fixed item.
I am deeply obliged.
Highly obliged, Your Lordship.
28.
Here, in this matter, Your Lordship, we have not received any instructions. so far. Some time
24
may-
matter, we'll give him some. What is the matter about?
Matter, my lord, due to errors of the petitioner in connection with a criminal case, my lord, I was suspended, my lord. Thereafter, my lord, I filed bail application, I was released, my lord. And I filed, my lord, representation for my lord, reinstated, my lord. In spite of that, my lord, till today, my lord, I was not registered in service, my lord.
Okay, 13th is one final opportunity to obtain instruction. Mr. K. Borwa, learned counsel is present for the petitioner. Mr. D. Bora, learned G. Assam submits that the instructions as called for are still awaited. And therefore 10 days further time be granted to obtain instruction. On the request of Mr. Bora, let this matter be listed again on 13/11/2024 as a fixed item.
Obliged.
Obliged.
My lord, my case is MR pastoral worker, but there is a difference, my lord. My case was regularized. Kindly see case 16.
My lord.
Let me submit first.
No, no,
please. Page 16, this was so-and-so completed more than 5 years, continuous service as on 31/11/99. Against their names are hereby brought to regular cadre. So, my lord, that was done. And I got a scale. First, I was appointed as master roll worker. Thereafter, my lord, I was promoted to the post of works as employee, that is page 13. My lord. Time scale was given to me.
My lord, only one thing, here BTC is the main party. Their name is not shown and maybe copy was not served because this is a transfer subject. PWD though it is, everything, my lord, originated from BTC. All these orders, my lord, is the domain of BTC, my lord.
Is it so, Mr. Mahmood?
It is BTC, but last time it was listed, they did not raise this issue, my lord. On 6/5/24, kindly see.
So who is appearing for BTC?
Yes, Mr. Bushumadane.
Yes, Lordship.
He can appear.
Today, Lordship, I'm appearing for finance only, Lordship. This is name is not in the cost list.
Let it be taken at 2 p.m. well. I will call Mr. Bushumadane.
You will appear for BTC.
Yes, I can appear for BTC, but for that also, Lordship, I will have to take some time for obtaining instruction.
How much time?
Lordship will give me at least 2 weeks time, Lordship. These are old orders, Lordship. The order he is showing at place 16, Lordship.
You will need some time to obtain instruction. 2 p.m., 3 p.m., what purpose will be served? You are going somewhere.
On record, yes, we are regularized. That is why I have said.
Mr. Mahmood,
Then just
counsel for the petitioner, also heard Mr. Madhav Lanet, SC PWD Assam, Mr. P. Nayak Lani, SC Finance Assam, and Mr. R.K. Talukdar, R. Boro, Lanet Council appearing for the respond number 5. Respond number 6. First up. When this matter was taken up for arguments, the learned departmental council submits that the standing council BTC will have to be heard before any order is passed in this case, but the name of the SC BTC is not shown in the cause list. Mr. Nayak, Standing Council Finance submits that he can also represent the BTC authorities, namely the respond numbers.
Respond numbers, my lord, 3, 4.
3 and 4 in this case. But 2 weeks' time would be required for obtaining instruction. In view of the above, let this matter be listed after 2 weeks as a fixed item by showing the name of learned SC BTC in the cause list. 2 extra copies of the writ petition be furnished to Mr. Nayak during the course of the day so as to enable him to obtain instruction, facilitating expeditious disposal of the writ petition. List accordingly. Give him to.
Yes, yes.
Give the copies. Give the
Two
copies.
I will
Yes.
submit. Right.
May I please, your lordship? Your matter pertains to non-releasing of monthly family pension, my lord, to the petitioner.
Actually, we have already filed our affidavit, Lordship, in this matter. Lordship, the petitioner had already, the husband of the petitioner had already filed his resignation in 2006, and he was absent in service from 2004, continuously absent from service in 2004 and has filed his resignation in 2006, Lordship. When he died in 2014, his resignation was considered with retrospective effect, regularizing his service from 2004 to 2006, Lordship. In 2015, the petitioner's husband died, and after that, she has also applied for compassionate appointment also, which is pending before the SLC, Lordship. So already.
Now we are concerned with the family pension. Here.
Family pension, but.
So if he is considered to be in service till 2006.
Yes.
Then is he entitled to family pension or not?
No, as he resigned from service, Lordship, that he is not for entitled for regular family pension and DCRZ, Lordship, as per family pension rule, Lordship.
So they have filed affidavit. Have you filed
Yes, no, my lord, no.
Then you are accepting their stand.
No, my lord, we are not accepting.
You can't say we are not accepting, but we will not contest it.
We'll file reply.
Mr. B. Decker, BM Decker, and a counsel for the petitioner prays for and is granted. How much time?
My lord, 1 week.
2 weeks' time to obtain instruction, file rejoinder, responding to the counter affidavit filed in this case on behalf of the respond numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4. Miss M. Kotaki, learned SC, Veterinary and Animal Husbandry Department, Assam. Mr. A. Chakravarti, learned GA, Assam, and Mr. R. K. Tarukdar, learned Standing Counsel for the Office of Accountant General AE, Assam, are present on behalf of the official respondents.
Much obliged.
Obliged, lordship.
31.
May it please my matter pertains to not considering us for the enhanced remuneration, my lord, that was floated via an office order, my lord. We are Sahayaks, workers
Yes,
of the
my lord,
APDC.
the committee which has rejected the claims, my lord, has been reconstituted to consider their cases, my lord. So, my lord, the committee will sit and then last week of November, my lord. Let them file a representation, my lord, may dispose it of, ma'am, this is the order.
Be that as it may, my lord, we have already filed the representation. That may kindly be considered if what my friend is putting forward, my representation is a part of the annexures, my lord, of the petition.
You submit a fresh representation.
Yes, my lord, we'll submit, my lord.
Take down, heard Mr.
P.R.
P.R. Sharma, learned counsel appearing for the writ petitioners. Also heard Mr. B. Das, learned counsel representing the APDCL authorities. That is the respond numbers.
My lord, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
1 to 6
1 to 6.
in this case. Who's first remaining respondents?
70, 20, I'm kidding.
Uh,
I will respond.
Mr. So-and-so has appeared for respond numbers 7 to 20. P.K. Das, learned counsel, is present on behalf of the respond numbers 7 to 20. The petitioners herein claim that they are the outsourced workers discharging duties under the respondent numbers 1 to 6. Full stop. According to the petitioners, they were entitled for consideration of enhanced remuneration. However, the names of the petitioners have not been included in the provisional list dated 14/12/2023 applicable for 14/12/2023 of candidates who are entitled to receive enhanced remuneration. Hence this writ petition. Full stop. Today, when the matter is called up, Mr. Das, Standing Counsel APDCL, has produced a copy of the office order dated 22/7/2024 to submit that the committee, which was earlier constituted for examining cases for grant of enhanced remuneration, have now been reconstituted, and therefore the petitioners may express their grievance before the said committee by filing appropriate representation. Mr. Das further submits that the reconstituted committee will convene towards the end of the month of November 2024. Full stop. Responding to the above, Mr. Sharma submits that although a representation had earlier been submitted by his clients, yet in view of the latest developments, a fresh representation will be submitted within 10 days from today, ventilating their grievances in the matter, if so permitted by the court. Taking note of the submissions made at the bar, this writ petition stands disposed of by granting 10 days time to the petitioners to submit a fresh representation, ventilating their grievance in the matter before the reconstituted committee. If such a representation is submitted within 10 days by enclosing a certified copy of this order, the same be considered objectively and be disposed of. No, same be considered objectively and appropriate orders be passed therein as may be permissible under the law. With the above observation, writ petition stands disposed of.
Deeply obliged.
May it please your lordship. Lordship, while order dated 25/9/2024, Lordship was pleased to issue notice, directed them to file affidavit with a final direction that the interim will be considered today, my lord.
Yes.
Lordship, we have been informed that the written statement has been submitted by the petitioner. That is, Lordship, under perusal of the authorities, Lordship. We are seeking some time.
Have you submitted your?
Yes, on 26th website. 26th September.
But Mr. J. Patwari, learned counsel for the petitioner, who submits that in terms of the order dated 25/9/2024 passed by this court, the petitioner has submitted a representation on 26/9/2024, but no order has been passed on the said representation till today. Mr. I. Bothakur, learned standing counsel PHE, has appeared for the respondents and sought some more time to obtain instruction. Today, the matter was fixed for consideration of prayer for interim relief. However, the respondents' counsel has failed to obtain instruction in the matter. In view of the above and on the request of Mr. Bothakur, this matter stands adjourned for 3 weeks so as to enable him to obtain instruction. By way of an ad interim measure, it is hereby provided that status quo shall be maintained as regards the departmental proceeding initiated against the petitioner till the next date fixed. List again after 3 weeks.
May I please your lordship? Lordship, as per Lazima Court order dated 18/9/2024, service is completed, lordship.
Heard learned counsel for the petitioner peruse the order of the Lazima Court dated 29/10/2024, which goes to show that respond number 5 has been served. Full stop. However, none has appeared for respond number 5. Mr. N. Upadhyay, learned counsel, is present for respond numbers 1 to 4. Register to verify and list this matter in the admission column after 3 weeks.
This matter relating to remuneration of on-site representative, Lordship. Lordship, bunch of petitioners were already disposed of by a common order, Lordship. This squarely cover this case, Lordship.
But no fresh step has been received for issuing. There is an order of the court. We have not taken steps.
All are government respondent, Lordship. All are, Lordship.
29/10/2024. Check it. On the next item. Even the record, let him check. Yes. None appears for the petitioner when the matter is called up. Miss.
Is appearing on behalf of SK Talukdar Cooperation Department. TR Obam.
Mr. SK Talukdar, learned counsel, is present for the department. Since the petitioner's counsel is absent. Yes.
Yes, in this matter, your lordship, actually, we are the elected board of directors at that time. And after election, your lordship, after counting, we are declared as elected. But thereafter some
Today
chaos.
the matter has been listed for orders. What orders? You have to
Lordship,
tell
then
the court.
I have fix it for an admission hearing, your lordship. In the meantime, I'll also take instruction.
So there is an interim order of July 2018 that is still continuing. Mr. M.H. Laskunan, counsel is present for the petitioners. The respondents' counsel has prayed for 2 weeks further time to examine the records and make submissions. Prayer allowed, list the matter accordingly. Go through the record and say what is happening. You ask your senior to go through the record. Yes.
34.
In terms of lordship, order dated 11/6 lordship. Notice was relating to respondent number 4, lordship, State Finance Commission lordship. My friend lordship, State Finance Commission appearing lordship.
34.
All right, then we'll list it for admission. Had Mr. M. Khan, counsel for the petitioner, peruse the Lojima Court. Peruse the office note dated 29/10/2024. Mr. P. Nayak, Learned Standing Counsel, Finance Department, Assam, submits that he can accept notice for the respondent number 4. But be given 10 days time to seek instruction. If that be so, service of notice can be deemed to be complete in this case. Registry to therefore list this matter again after 2 weeks for admission by reflecting the name of Mr. P. Nayak, Learned Counsel for the respondent number 4 in the cause list. Yes.
Lordship. Lordship, as reflected in the Lawazima Court order dated Sec 2/9/2024.
Who is for 1, 2, and 3?
So one.
Take down, heard
2 and
Mr.
3.
You are Mr. Bhuya, is it?
Yes, Lordship.
What Bhuya?
Ritvik Bhuya, Lordship.
Heard Mr. R. Bhuya, Learned Counsel for the petitioner. Peruse the office note. Also heard Mr. A. Chakraborty, Learned Counsel appearing for the
2 and 3.
respond numbers 2 and 3. Who is for 1?
1 is for mine.
So then I heard Mr. P. Nayak, respond number appearing for 1, 2, 4, and 5, and Mr. A. Chakraborty, Learned G. Arson for respond number 3. This matter is ready as regards service, list for admission.
Right. Thank you.
Item 39 and 40.
Thank you, Sir Lordship. Lordship, the respondents were supposed to bring the instruction manual. If your Lordship will kindly see the order dated 4/10/2024, the last order.
Yes.
Lordship, when the pension papers were about to be processed, Lordship, the petitioner was asked for some of the documents like HSLC admit card and those things, which are a part of the form for processing of pension. The petitioner then replied saying through this letter, Lordship, that all his documents are lost and he has filed an FIR. And because, Lordship, those documents have not been submitted, the pension could not be processed yet, Lord.
Your Lordship, once the order was passed on 28/7/2023 to process his retirement benefits, my lord, there was an agreement between both the parties and this order was passed. Your Lordship, will kindly see the order, my lord.
No. That is fine, but you have to give them the requisite documents.
Lordship, the HLC certificate I have lost it, my lord. So for that I have filed an FIR also, my lord. And thereafter they have passed another impugn order in spite of the
What is
subsistence
the
of
date?
this-
Then you file your affidavit
We'll file it.
and you have to file your reply. Otherwise, we can't go into it.
Lordship will kindly see page 42 of this petition, my lord. Order dated 19
Contempt would be in case of willful violation. If they have a reason not to comply, there will be no contempt. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Then They are saying, give us these documents, we'll send you a pension paper. You are saying, I don't have the document, but still you clear it, otherwise there will be contempt. That will never be accepted by the court. Then the matter has to go somewhere else.
Lordship, let them file the affidavit, then I'll
We'll file
give
an
my
affidavit.
reply.
All right. Heard Ms. J. Cole, Learned Counsel for the lead petitioner. Also heard Mr. I. Botaku, Learned Counsel appearing for the respondent numbers 1, 2, and 3, who has obtained instruction in terms of the order dated 4/10/2024 passed by this court and submits that while processing the pension papers, the petitioner was asked to submit certain documents, including his admit card of HSLC examination, but the petitioner could not produce the same on the ground that the documents have been lost. Under the circumstances, the claim of the petitioner could not be processed in terms of the order of this court. Mr. Botakur therefore seeks 3 weeks' time to bring those facts on record by filing an affidavit, so as to enable the petitioner's counsel to respond. In view of the request made by Mr. Botakur, 3 weeks' time from today is granted for filing affidavit. Granted to the respondents 1, 2, and 3 for filing affidavit by serving advance copy upon the petitioner's counsel. List this case again as a fixed item on 25th of November 25th of November.
Let it be in first week of December, ma'am.
Acha, what date will be convenient for you? Tell us.
On the 4th or 5th of December.
4th of December
Obliged.
as a fixed item.
Lordship, contempt petition has been filed for non-compliance of a consent order whereby the respondents were directed to grant the benefit of Upenda's judgment. They were granted liberty to verify my records. Now, Lordship, during pendency of the contempt petition, they have passed an order which is at page 8 of the IA, Lordship. Now, in that order, they have mentioned that they have made proposal to the finance 2 times, Lordship. First time, the finance department has told that it is very difficult to keep adding new personnel. That they have told, and thereafter second time proposal was made to the finance, and the matter is pending with the finance, and they have asked us to last paragraph, page 9 of the IA, Lordship, last paragraph, page 9 of the IA. Therefore, in view of the necessary compliance of the Honorable Guwahati High Court's order, government is hereby requested to kindly move finance department to accord approval for granting minimum scale pay and regularization of service of above mentioned incumbents. So, Lordship, I have filed the IA for impleading finance, Lordship, Principal Secretary Finance.
No, but finance was a party in the original.
Read petition, he was there, party.
Well, indeed, for the Director of Social Welfare, Madam, I appear that person concerned already retired, Madam. She is no longer there.
Yeah, but where is the representation before the Finance Commissioner for compliance of the court order?
Lordship, they have at page 9, they have admitted, Lordship, page 9.
But you have to first ask him to comply, then only he can be implemented.
No, but he has told, Lordship, page 8, Lordship will kindly see, Lordship, page 8, he has told.
You are unnecessarily wasting the court's time.
I'll give representation.
You demand that you comply with the order. You are a part of the writ petition.
Yes.
If you fail, then you have to come.
Let it remain pending, Lordship.
No, you file afresh after demanding compliance. Because this is not maintainable without the demand. You may not be aware.
Yes.
You have to first demand and then only you can file application. He may comply for all you know.
But he has already expressed his stand, Lordship.
Then we'll hear this matter in the 3rd week on whether this is maintainable or not. On the request of Mr. So-and-so and counsel for the applicant, list this case again after 2 weeks, so as to consider the IA on the point of maintainability on account of the fact that no prior demand for compliance of the court order has been made by the applicant before approaching this court, seeking implement of the incumbent commissioner stroke secretary or the principal secretary of the finance department. Mr. D. Nath, Learned Counsel, is present for the respond number?
Present respondent 1.
1.
The Director of Social Welfare. Lordship.
See how problems you are creating for your client and for the court. You could have easily come
I'm
back with a
sorry.
fresh application.
I'm
Now we'll hear the matter. It will take about one to 2 years on a legal question. Because we cannot casually pass an order. The law is that you have to demand compliance. You have not demanded. So we'll give a 30-page judgment after hearing you, whether it is maintainable or not. This is how
I'm
legal.
sorry, Lordship,
procedure-
I'll submit representation.
On the request of Mr. So-and-so, learned counsel for the applicant, this IA is disposed of on withdrawal with liberty to approach afresh after demanding compliance of the court order from the concerned opposite party. Mr. D. Nath, learned counsel is present for the response number
One.
one.
Malad, she has already retired. The new incumbent has not been appointed, Malad. Otherwise also the.
Let it be. Even if she is retired, he can still be found guilty.
No, the order which he has annexed, that shows compliance from their side, Malad. It is already, the department is already.
You appear.
I am appearing.
Obliged.
My pleasure, Lordship. My lord, I'm extremely sorry, my lord, I missed to appear in the Lozima court, my lord. And in that case, my lord, regarding respondent number, service of respondent number 8, 7 and 8, my lord, will take fresh steps on the new address, my lord.
On the request of Mr. B.M. Dekal and counsel for the petitioner, a week's time is granted to take fresh steps for service of notice upon respondent number 7 and 8 on the new address. Mr. You are for?
A Gayan for the respondent number 2, 3 and 6.
Mr. A. Gayan and counsel is present for the respondent numbers 2, 3 and 6. Let the matter be listed again with appropriate office number.
Much obliged, my lord.
Matter will be kindly 5 hours for time being, Lordship. Kindly take at 2 PM, Lordship.
Yes, Mr. Das, what is your case? What is the
So
matter?
there was an order. Last when we moved the matter, Lordship has said that we'll hear the interim order, on next day, they have to produce the record. It's a matter of a suspension. He was a Gaon Pradhan. There was a civil suit which was pending in respect of mutation. So we said mutation has nothing to do. It's because the complainant husbands, after the death husband, complainant has sold to my wife. Wife also died. Thereafter, she raised a complaint. In the meantime, the allotment holder has filed a suit. Has filed a suit against the complaint against me for cancellation of mutation. They are the allotment. How? And there is an order passed by the court. Say that whenever you want to initiate, but it's not a departmental proceeding. You have to issue a notice to a Gaon Pradhan, to me. And without issuing a notice, they have placed me under suspension. So Lordship wanted that next day they have to bring the record. So Lord, that day.
Records are available.
This is supposed to.
Huh? Then we'll hear it without the records. then.
Further 10 days time, Lordship will
Well, let it
obtain
be,
the
but
records.
but status quo, they have not proceeded. At least status quo, so my lord, as on dates will be maintained. They have not proceeded anything.
Then we'll pass an order at 2.
Yeah, I'm deeply obliged.
For modification of the order, madam, dated 10/5/2024,
Which page is the order?
my lord, the order is at page 21, my lord. And 22 is a order, my lord. By this order, my lord, my pension has been, my lord, held up. Not held up, my lord, the meaning has been taken by the government differently, my lord. Considering the office order dated 22/2024 passed by the district commission, Dorang, it is directed that till the returnable date, while disbursing the pension and monthly provisional pension, 40% of the same is to be kept intact. The wife, my lord, the wife has claimed, my lord, and direction has been given by the district commissioner, my lord, to pay 40% of the pension, my lord, to the wife, my
So
lord.
you are the husband.
I'm the husband, my lord.
You are the respondent number 4 in the writ
Yes,
petition.
in the writ petition, my lord. And my lord, we are separated also, my lord. We have been staying separately since 22 years, my lord. And still then she has claimed my pension, I am alive and she has claimed pension. I have given her all my lord facilities, my lord. I am retired on my lord 31
So who is for the writ
2023.
petitioner?
My lord,
Who is appearing for the writ petitioner?
respondent, petitioner,
No,
my
no,
lord.
petitioner.
Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Name has been reflected, minor.
No, name has not been reflected, looks like, is it? Or in, for the writ petition, yes. M. Rana. So you have a case, but you wait for another 2 days.
Okay.
Otherwise they'll
Because
again
it
come
has been
and.
held up, my lord. It my bench and.
All right, you wait for another 2 days. We understood. Heard Ms. M.D. Chaudhary, Learned Counsel for the applicant. This IA has been filed with a prayer to vacate the order dated 10/5/2024, passed by the Learned Single Judge in WPC number 2374 of 2024. Mr. A. Chakravarti, Learned Government Advocate Assam is present for the official respondent. However, none has appeared for the writ petitioner, although the name of the Learned Counsel is shown in the cause list. First of, for ends of justice and in order to give one more opportunity to the writ petitioner stroke opposite party to appear in this case, this matter is directed to be listed again when? On Monday, 11th? 11th?
Wednesday, my lord.
Wednesday.
Obliged.
Interim order passed earlier to continue till then.
44. May I please your lordship? Lordship, we have filed an IA for amendment of the cost title, lordship. There the word secretary was omitted, lordship.
What is the amendment you want? What
The
amendment you
word
want?
secretary needs to be inserted. And it should read as secretary to the government of Assam Personnel and Department, lordship.
Heard Mrs. R.
A. Lala.
A. Rana, Learned Counsel for the applicant, also heard Mr. A. Chakravarti, Learned Government Advocate Assam appearing for the opposite party. This IA has been filed with a prayer to amend the cause title of the connected writ petition. The nature of amendment has been reflected in paragraph 2 of the application. First up, I have perused the same. Mr. Chakravarti submits that he has no instructions to oppose the prayer. In view of the above, the prayer for amendment of the cause title is hereby allowed applicant to file amended cause title in the connected writ petition within 10 days from today. Let the writ petition be listed thereafter for necessary orders. IA stands disposed of.
Obliged.
May I please your lordship? Lordship,
Lordship, before my Learned's friends start, my lord, no IA copy has been served to us. They have filed an IA.
What is the IA about?
Lordship, the IA has been filed with a prayer to keep the post vacant in which I have been qualified for appointment. On the last occasion, the lordship, when the writ petition was listed before your lordship raised the query whether the posts are vacant or not at present. That query was raised in July 2024. But after that, the vacancy matrix was released in September 2024. And in the vacancy matrix, it is clear that posts are lying vacant. And the written examination pursuant to the new advertisement.
Just a minute. What post? Which post?
Lordship, I have applied for the post of junior inspector.
Yes.
And assistant block development officer. These two posts. And in both the posts, I was held qualified, subject to clearing the medical reassessment test for physical disability. Therein, my disability was assessed at 23%. And assailing that, I have filed a writ petition.
And earlier, originally, it was you are in the benchmark disability.
I am in benchmark disability. After I was assessed at 23%, after that I went to GMC and I reassessed myself and it comes to 57%.
So this which department is involved here?
Lordship, Cooperation Department. The post of junior inspector is under Cooperation Department and the post of assistant block development officer is under Panchayat and Rural Development Department.
Okay, now have you served copies of the IA?
Lordship, I have just come to know that to the Cooperation Department it missed out.
You have to give them the copy.
Yes, your Lordship, I'll do that.
So what do you want? You give them the copy. When do you want it? You decide on a date.
This week, if it's possible, your Lordship.
8th.
Wednesday?
Wednesday will be 8th.
8, Lordship.
Heard Mr.
A. Khan.
A. Khan, Learned Counsel for the petitioner. Ms. M.D. Bora, Learned Standing Counsel, Cooperation Department submits that copy of the IA has not been served upon her. Mr. B. Chaudhary, Learned Counsel is present on behalf of the
3 and 4 State Level Recruitment Commission.
State Level Recruitment Commission. You have received copy
No, Lordship.
and makes a similar submission. In view of the above, the applicant's counsel to furnish
Also,
copies of the IA to the departmental council by tomorrow. On the request of Mr. Khan, this matter is directed to be posted again for orders on 8/11/2000.
obliged, Your Lordship, obliged.
Yes, what is this matter about?
This is a matter where I was placed under suspension, my lord. This suspension order has been put to challenged. That is 12th of September 2024 at page 81. And our whole case is that there is some litigation in respect of mutation. Complaint has been filed before different authorities, DC, and it was entrusted to some of the officers, then circle officer, then ADC. Then we came to the court and the court ultimately passed an order. Your lordship will look into that order at page 77. 77 is the order which was passed on 1/3/2024, with the operative portion at page 80 at paragraph 7. Paragraph 7. In the letter dated 28/2/2024 of the district commissioner, it has been conveyed that since the petitioner being a Gaon Pradhan is a public servant, there is a necessary to inquire into allegation against him internally before initiation of any department proceeding. It appears from the said letter that 2 proceedings initiated against the petitioner and few others in respect to allegation made in the complaint submitted by Srimati Sulema Khatun regarding illegal mutation in respect to the aforesaid mentioned 2 plots of land. The 2 proceedings are not department proceeding and are inquiries into the complaints of same nature. In such view of the matter, the court is of the considered view that it would be expedient for the purposes of consistency and to avoid the possibility of passing of conflicting orders in the 2 different proceedings in respect of the same subject matter. The district commissioner shall get both the complaint inquired by one authority, that is either by himself or by any authority under his superintendence as the case may be. For expeditious consideration of such proceeding, petitioner has to ensure his participation in the said proceeding, and for the purpose, the judicial district commissioner or the authority who will be entrusted to conduct the inquiry shall serve due notice to the petitioner for his appearance. It is therefore directed, after taking a decision for consolidation of the proceeding, petitioner should be duly intimated date of hearing for his participation in the proceeding. Now, without giving any notice to me, without starting any inquiry, with our direction at page 81. This is the order has been passed.
No, but are you saying that before issuing an order of suspension, you are to be heard?
No, what I am saying is suspension order was subsequent, but the court's observation was this mutation is not a departmental proceeding because there was a suit which has been filed. Now there is a check history here. The complainant, my lord, the wife, complainant. Her case is that
whose wife? Complainant is whose wife?
Complainant is a lady. That particular was her name was recorded in the records of rights. Then she complained that how it was the mutation was in the name of the petitioner. Initially, what has happened? It was name of the petitioner's wife. After the death of petitioner wife, it was recorded in the name of the petitioner. But in the meantime, there was a suit which was filed. by one of the allotment holder. He files a suit that how, because there was the allotment which was given in their favor. A suit was filed against the complainant as well as against the petitioner for cancellation or mutation of rights. So that had to be adjudicated by the authority. These are civil dispute. And I have checked, my lord. Suppose even if there, what are the grounds for removal of the Gaon Pradhan? There is a suspension which has been. So these are on a different ground altogether. 162A, either he cannot be removed also. He is physically or mentally unfit for the job, negligence or dereliction of duty, involved in any financial wrongdoing. Then, my lord, corrupt behaviors. So these, my lord, I have seen 162A. Even removal also doesn't attract. Ultimately, suspension will be removal.
My lord will see page number 82, my lord.
No, first on substance address the court.
My
What is
lord.
your stand?
My lord. My lord, here, the first thing is that, my lord, if you go by this order, page 81,
Why
my,
suspended him?
my lord, the order says, my lord, in view of the enquiry pending, my lord. We haven't, my lord, we suspend him. There is an enquiry. There are allegations of, my lord. The allegations is, my lord, that he has produced false documents and, my lord, in a mutation. So there are complaints. He's a Gram Pradhan, my lord. He may, my lord, influence.
What is the false document he has produced?
My lord, if you go by the page 82 order, my lord, an allegation levied against you for involvement in producing false documents regarding mutation of land bearing lag number such and such, village, my lord. My lord, these are, my lord, now this order only stipulates that false documents, my lord. I don't have any instructions, my lord.
Mr. Dar, this is a court proceeding.
I understand, my
If
lord.
you don't have any instruction, then it will go against you.
My lord.
He's a Gaon Pradhan. You have suspended him because somebody has, respond number 5 has filed a complaint.
My lord, my lord.
Complaint says it is a mutation transfer order which is not in accordance with law. Some
My lord.
malpractice has been alleged. You take cognizance of the order and you put him under suspension. You are unable to say what is the allegation. Whether the allegation is right or wrong, we'll come to it later. But you are at least, you should be able to say that this is the allegation. Where is the allegation? Otherwise, you cannot jump to dance to the tunes of anyone and everyone coming and filing complaint. There has to be some prima facie basis.
My lord.
On 11th, we'll take it up for final disposal. You don't get more time.
When, my lord?
11th.
My lord, can you do 12th, my lord?
Let it be on 13th. 13th.
13th is lucky.
This 13th date I have seen. Whenever I choose a seat of Indigo, I take 13 only. I don't know, maybe unlucky or lucky, I don't know. Even if it's not inconvenient, subject to convenience of your lordship.
13, many cases have been
Then
fixed.
14, of course, my lord. 14 of 13. No, even not 13 then.
Huh? 14 many cases. So then we'll have it on 19th. 19th you are available?
Election matter is there on 19th. Some election matter 19th.
Okay. I heard Mr. D. Das, Senior Counsel for the appear assisted by Mr. Learned Counsel for the Writ Petitioner. Also heard Mr. R. Dhar, Learned Additional Senior Government Advocate Assam, who submits that complete instruction along with the relevant records have not yet been received. The Learned Departmental Council therefore seeks 1 week's further time to complete his instruction. Similar is the submission of Mr. J. Hendrik, Learned Standing Council, Revenue Department, Assam. Mr. Das, on the other hand, has expressed urgency in the matter by contending that his client has been unnecessarily made to suffer for no valid reason. On such ground, the Learned Senior Counsel for the petitioner has sought posting of this matter again on 13/11/2024. On the request of Mr. Das, this writ petition is directed to posted again on 13/11/2024.
I'm deeply
It's a fixed item.
Yeah, 13.
13/11?